My name is Philip Gerard, and I'm here to talk about Doc Watson, the immortal flat-picking legend of North Carolina, featured in our July issue. I was privileged to write the piece on him. I first heard about Doc Watson by way of my roommate, who was called Doc, played in our band in college, and he played an album for me called Will the Circle Be Unbroken. And there I heard Doc for the first time playing Tennessee Stud, and I thought, whoa, that guy can play the guitar. And the little lick that he does is... But it goes much more than that, and what you get is a sense of both rhythm and lead played behind it, kind of a cantering rhythm and lead played behind the voice. There's something really natural about it. There's something just awfully unstudied about it. It's like hearing a guy playing on his front porch for his neighbors. And I began to be a fan of Doc after that, and I was privileged to see him once play in Charlottesville. He did two things which I think every really great player does. One is that he took his instrument to a different level. Previous to Doc, in most bands that played country or bluegrass, the lead instrument was not the guitar. The guitar might just do, you know, occasionally what's called the Lester flat roll, but mostly it was the mandolin or the banjo or the fiddle that carried the lead, did the breaks. And Doc changed all that. He made the guitar the star of the show. The other thing was that he broke out of tradition and genre, and he began to include pretty much music from anywhere. He would take a Bob Dylan song. He would take a Leo Kottke tune later on. He would take a Delta Blues tune and recast it so that when we think about songs like Deep River Blues or Salt Creek, there's a Doc signature on them, and every player that comes to them after that has got to figure out either how to play them exactly the way he did, which is impossible, clearly, or recast them in light of reference to that. And I think, aside from a very natural kind of sense of humor that he had, Doc had soft hands, the way you talk about a ball player having soft hands. That is, you watch some rock and roll guitar players and they feel like they're fighting the instrument. With Doc, it was like he was caressing it, just touching it, feeling it, and letting the music kind of spring up without any apparent effort. And it was marvelous to watch. His hands were very quiet as he played, little finger dragging along here, but not a lot of extraneous motion, a real kind of economy of motion. And I'm not a flat picker, I just play one in this video. My strength is more in the written word. But I have to say that listening to those songs still inspires me, and I can't talk about Doc in the past tense as long as his music is out there. He's out there. And a living presence, not just in my life, but I think out there in the world among pickers.